What's up, people? It's your boy ABC here, and today I'm gonna talk about an issue I had with my Tesla on my delivery day, and it's one of the reasons why I was this close to rejecting my car. Right? So, uh, like I said, I'm gonna be talking about Tesla. I'm gonna be giving my honest opinions about the car in this series of videos. So I have a video where I showed the entire order process. If you haven't watched it, be sure to check it out. And in my last video, I talked about delivery day, right? What I liked and what I didn't like. And today, I'm just gonna talk about the reason why I almost rejected the car. And like I said in my other video, if you go into Tesla to pick up your car, they have reject and accept in the app, right? Before you inspect the car and make sure everything is perfect, don't accept the car. Sometimes you go and you're very excited, you can't wait to take this car home, so you just accept it and take it right away. You don't want to do that. If there's any issue with the car after you accept it, then you have to deal with it, right? So what I would say is take your time. If it takes you hours to inspect the car, take your time to inspect it. Tesla doesn't rush you on that, right? So take your time, inspect the car, make sure that it meets your standards, make sure there's no issues. And then if you don't find any issues, then you hit that accept button and you take it home. That was one of the mistakes I made. So I was inspecting the car. In my last video, I talked about all the things you should be inspecting for. So if you haven't watched it, be sure to check that out, right? My delivery day video. So I'm inspecting the car. I've checked the outside. I've checked the inside. I didn't find any issues with it. I've checked my seats. I've checked my screen, my doors, buttons, everything worked. Until I got to that point where I'm trying to fold the seats, right? So I try to fold the back seats, and in this video you can see that the back seat wasn't working. One of them, right? When I clicked that button for it to fold, it just wasn't working. It would do the sound, but the seat wouldn't fold. And I tried, I kept clicking, and it wouldn't fold. So I thought maybe I had broken something, right? So I was like, wait, what? And I started getting frustrated, right? Because I was like, this is a new car. What is happening? And I told the Tesla guys about it, and they were like, oh, cool, we will check it out, all of that. The mistake that I made, though, was the guy over there was like, why don't you accept the car, and then you can schedule an appointment for us to take care of it? Guys, if you find issues with your car, you don't have to accept it, right? If I was going back to do that, I wouldn't accept it first. Luckily, they were able to mitigate the issue for me. But when he said that, I was like, cool, I can do that. I was excited to take my car home. I was like, if the back seat doesn't fold, I can deal with that for a week or two when I have to bring it back to fix it. So I accepted it. And once I accepted it, I went into the app, clicked that accept button. And once I accepted it, that was my car now. So they looked at it and they're like, yeah, let's schedule an appointment for you so that you can bring it a week later for us to fix it. But once I got in there to drive it, it kept beeping because I guess it was sensing it as a safety issue. And so I was like, I can't take this home. I can't be driving this car and then it just keeps beeping, So they were like, yeah, we understand. So they took the car into the shop. They were actually about to close, and I commend them for this. It was their time to close. I think it was 5 p.m. already. But I was like, it's either you fix it or you give me a loaner. And that's one good thing about Tesla. If they have to fix your car, they give you a loaner, right? The only disadvantage for me is I live an hour away from this dealership. So I was like, now I have to come back. Because when they fix your car, which is another thing I'm going to discuss in detail in one of my future videos. When they fix your car and they give you that loaner, when the car is ready for you to pick up, you have to pick it up right away, even if it doesn't work for you. That's one thing I don't like about Tesla. When my delivery day came, they gave me 3 days to pick up the car, or they were gonna assign the car to somebody. I understand you want to get the car off your lot, but you gotta understand people have lives, okay? And people like me who live far away from the dealership and have a job to go to, you can't just give me 3 days to make decisions, because the only way I can do that is call off work, because I can't just request off within 3 days. And I'm pretty sure Tesla doesn't allow the employees to just request off within 3 days. So at least make it a week, a full-blown week. That way people can have a weekend or something to pick the car up. So anyways, something I didn't like. I can rant forever. But they took the car into the shop, and then after like 30 minutes of waiting, man, I was getting frustrated. I felt like I shouldn't have accepted this car, man. This is supposed to be a new car, and it's having issues already. Like, I was very excited to go in and pick up my car. But when all of that was happening, I feel like that excitement was slowly fading away, right? It's like, man, what did I get myself into? But luckily, the guy came back after like 30 minutes, and he said that when they were actually manufacturing the car, they overturned the sensor or something like that. So when I clicked the button, the sensor wasn't working the way it was supposed to. So he pretty much had to take the seat apart and fix the sensor, and then put the seat back in place. And when they came back, lo and behold, it was fixed, and I was able to take it home. But knowing what I know now, or knowing what I went through, I wouldn't have accepted the car. I could have told them, hey, it's a new car, it's having issues already, I'm not accepting it, give me a new car. I'm glad they fixed it. I've driven it for some few weeks now. That issue hasn't popped up again. So it looks like what the mechanic told me was correct, that it was just a sensor overturned issue. And I'm glad it's taken care of. But I just want to tell you, a new buyer, that if you go in, make sure you fully do your inspection. If you find issues on it, do not hit that accept button. Make sure everything is taken care of. Make sure, because at that point they could have told me that, hey, we're not fixing this for you today, and I would have had to drive back there and all that inconvenience, because I had hit that accept button, right? So make sure you do your inspections. Check out my other video. You will see the full-blown inspection out there, and make sure you don't find any issues before you take that car home and drive it. The Tesla is very fun to drive. I really enjoy driving it so far. But if the issues come up, if the inconveniences come up, I'll be the first person to bring it to you. Tesla doesn't pay me to do this, so I'll give my honest opinions. Thank you for watching today, and be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can see all the videos that we bring to you. And as usual, always remember to be thankful, to keep smiling, and to believe in yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.